esports analytics firm Newzoo tells VENN they predict the PS5 will outsell the Xbox Series X because it has a larger user base, a better day one offering, and exclusive next-gen titles at launch. However, opinions remain split on whether units sold is the best metric of a console's success. In an interview with The Guardian on Wednesday, head of Xbox Phil Spencer said Microsoft won't even release their sales numbers for the Series X. Instead, the company will focus on their total number of players and how often they are playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, to Phil Spencer's point, like, why would you release the lower number when you know it could possibly be something that could be damaging, right? So just show the player number. That's what their goal has been all along. That's what he's said all along internally. We found that out externally recently. Yeah. But if that's the thing, stay consistent, and that's what he's doing. I don't mind that.
Again, you can't lose the console war if you never even get in the game, or if, in Microsoft's case, you're playing by your own set of rules, which is clearly what Microsoft is doing.
Yeah, they've been doing that for quite a while, and they just could care less about the number of consoles they sell. They just want higher player numbers. It's funny, too, because originally the console war used to be between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Nintendo has since bowed out of that, deciding to release consoles at their timing. And last month, in October, the Switch family of consoles sold over 730,000 units in the US. So that is still just piling on. Imagine if Xbox came in at a lower number than that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
console that's been out for years.
I mean, specifically to the Switch point, Darth Onyx in chat says everyone goes crazy trying to find the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and I'm going to take advantage of the chaos to get a Switch instead. But the question is, can you get a Switch right now?
Can you get a PS5? Can you even get an Xbox?
You can't get any of these. There's an Xbox One X available.
Okay, but here is my sort of perspective on it and why I am on the side of Team PlayStation effectively winning this console war, specifically if you're just talking Xbox Series X and PlayStation, because you can't just be like, you know what? Sales numbers, they don't matter.
Yeah.
They do matter.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, especially to the investors, the people that have money in stocks, they have quarterly earnings reports and all that. So all of these things will come to be foretold at these events, and that will affect the stock prices of these companies as well.
For sure. And what is interesting here in the report from Newzoo is that they said that the PlayStation has a larger player base than the Xbox Series X. So it's a larger user base, a better day one offering, and exclusive next-gen titles at launch. So we knew the last two for sure. Like, that's something that we've been covering since day one of the console war. However, it's saying that it has a larger user base, which is why they're predicting that, is interesting to me if Xbox is going to be touting their player base and their player number the whole time. And so does that mean they're going to be pulling from PC users and saying, hey, they're using Microsoft and that's going to cover it?
I think that is exactly what they're, because again, Microsoft's strategy is not Xbox. Their strategy is Microsoft across the board, which of course includes Games Pass, which is clearly their big sort of focus as far as getting people to sign up for Games Pass, and they're going to pull those numbers and say everyone that's on Games Pass is a Microsoft user. So again, though, there is still a console war going on, and if you're talking strictly console to console, Xbox, they don't even have a horse in this race. I mean, they don't have a horse in this race. That's what Phil Spencer said.
It just always feels weird when everyone comes out and says, yeah, we're doing great, we're winning. And everyone's saying that. Like, is that really the case? And so I think by shifting the goals a little bit from what everyone else thinks, which is units sold, Xbox will be able to say that. But then you got to think, what's their bigger play? It's the same thing we've been saying all along. It's to take over the household. Make sure that you've got a PC in your house. Make sure you got an Xbox in your house, at least one of those two. And then you can, build fandom from there.
Maybe we should just arbitrarily decide who wins the console war on things that we decide.
Yeah.
Like Xbox wins the chunky war.
Yeah. Or PlayStation wins the just more impossible to fit somewhere on your shelf war.
Yeah, PlayStation wins the more attractive award because definitely we did the heat test yesterday and definitely runs a little bit hotter.